Today, this video is dedicated to all the men and women who served for our country, who gave their life for our freedoms, who sacrificed time with their family and friends, who laid down their life for us. Thank you to all our veterans. Hey, welcome to Simply Jan Homestead. Today, we're going to make Parmesan potatoes. We love Parmesan potatoes, and they're so easy. Hashtag what's cooking. Okay, so I've got a stick of butter, and I've cut them into slices, and I'm going to make triangles out of them. And that is going to go on top of the potatoes. Now, here's the disclaimer. There's nothing low-cal about this meal. Well, regarding the butter. You may or you may not use a whole stick. It just depends how many potatoes you have. I cut up, probably about one decent sized potato, and the rest were smaller. So if I don't use all this butter, what I have left, I'm going to put on my steak, because I love butter on my steak. And the other thing I'm making are fried mushrooms. Fried mushrooms, flour, egg, fry them, and dip them in ranch. Oh, y'all, it's so good. So, let's get back to the recipe. I bought this really cool tripod, but it doesn't bend like my cheapo tripod. So, I'm using my cheapo tripod. And we're going to make it work. Okay, so there's my stick of butter. Super easy, right? And I just put it in a bowl because it'll be easier to show you that way. I have sprayed my pan with olive oil, cooking spray. And now I'm just going to line my pan with my potatoes. That's easy. You all can do this. And I throw the ends to the side. And I don't peel my potatoes. I hate peeling potatoes because there's so many nutrients in the skin. So here on the homestead, we don't peel potatoes. It's very rare. Okay, so I have my first layer, right? Now I am going to take the Parmesan cheese, and I'm just going to coat those. Good coat of Parmesan cheese. I like to get it on all the potatoes. And then I'm going to take some of my butter and probably every other potato, I don't know, sort of just make it how you want it. If you have a big piece, you can break that up and put it on another potato, which I do that a lot because I have big pieces in here. And, just keep doing that until your potatoes have butter on them. So that will cook your second layer. I may have to cut some more potatoes up because I don't just want 2 layers. So now I'm going to put them in between the first row. So you see how there's a hole? Well, I'm going to put these in the hole. I'll be right back. I'm going to cut some more. Okay, so I had to cut up 2 potatoes. I was not prepared. So what you do is you're going to layer them. You see the layers? And the butter is going to cook this. And I pretty much ended up putting a little piece of butter on each potato. And then what I'm going to do is take some Mrs. Dash, and I'm just going to sprinkle it over the top. You don't have to do this, it's just how I like it. But I'll tell you, it's really good. Okay, we've got that sprinkled over the top. The oven is set at 350 degrees. And we're going to put this in the oven until it's golden brown. And when it's golden brown, it'll be ready. I'll be back and show you. I almost forgot to tell you, put some garlic powder on there. But I'm going to caution you and tell you, don't salt this food. You can put pepper on it, but I wouldn't recommend putting salt on it because Parmesan cheese can be a little salty. So wait until it's cooked to decide if it needs salt. We try to use as little salt as we possibly can, which is why I use Mrs. Dash. And it's just so much better for you. So when this is done, I will bring you back and show you what it looks like. Okay, I just decided I'm going to show you how I do my fried mushrooms. So I've already gone ahead and quartered these mushrooms because they're pretty big. And I take the ends off because I like to eat those separate. And I'm just going to cut these. This one I'm going to get 3 chunks out of. So that's cool. I got to put my hand down. Hold on. Let me see if I can get my tripod to stay. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to cut those up into 3 sections because they're huge. Cut them in half. 1, 2, 3. And then you have your mushroom chunks. And I've taken 3 farm-raised eggs. I don't ever throw the shells away because I clean them, grind them up, and feed them back to the chickens for calcium. And that way, I don't have to pay money extra for oyster shells. Then you're going to whisk this. Now I've added salt, pepper, garlic powder, and Mrs. Dash. So this meal has a lot of the same stuff in each recipe. A little bit different with the Parmesan. And then I'm just going to whisk that up. And I am going to dump all my mushrooms in there at one time. Let's just do it smarter, not harder. And then I'm going to let those mushrooms sit in there for just a little while. It's up to you. It depends how hungry you are. I've got time, so they're going to sit in here and soak up some of that egg. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to take the mushroom, put it in the flour, and then I'm going to put it back in the egg mixture and do it again. I like to double coat my mushrooms. So I'm going to let those sit. I just wanted to show you this. Oh, sorry guys. Okay, everything's going wonky on me. So I just wanted to show you that. And it's going to have a thick coating of flour on it, which is what I want. So when they fry up, they'll be really crunchy. All right, y'all, I'll see you in a little bit, and I'll tell you why I'm making this supper tonight. It's a very special day, and we're going to have ribeye. See you in a little bit. Hey, y'all. So today is a very special day. It's Veterans Day. And as I said in the beginning, I am so grateful for all our veterans who have sacrificed so very much for us and our country. I am married to a veteran, and he is the most humble man. He's like, oh, it was nothing. Oh, I didn't do anything. Oh, but you know what? He served his country with pride. And I haven't met a veteran who has not served their country with pride. So today, I'm making one of our favorite meals for my veteran. Here you go. Steak, Parmesan potatoes, and fried mushrooms. Yummy.